Hey guys, you are with Natalie Brathwaite on Daily Thought. I hope that you are well, and perchance that you're not well, I pray that God will reach out to you and meet you at the point of your need. So, I was just thinking about the fact of when we remember something, um, what are the next steps that take place in our minds and in our hearts. And I was thinking, when we remember something, we tend to go into the detail of what were the circumstances surrounding whatever it is that we remember, and we tend to go back into some of the feelings that was felt on that given time and whatever. And so as I had that thought, I was thinking about how the Lord would have told us to take the communion, the breaking of the bread and the drinking of the wine in remembrance of Him. And so I was going to the idea of what does that really mean, and it came very clear to me that breaking the bread speaks of His body being broken for us. All those stripes that He received that causes His skin to tear and literally just open and bleed, that was done in a significance of Him shedding blood for us. And what that shedding of blood for us did, it reconnected us to our God as the original intention of relationship between God and man should have been from in the Garden of Eden. It restored that direct communication, that direct contact, that direct joining of hearts, and when I think about that, it reminds me that no longer do I have to have someone go as a mediator for me. I can directly let God know my heart, and He so freely would speak to my heart. I don't have to wait for someone to speak to me about what God is saying, but I can hear Him directly. It also speaks to me that this breaking of the bread and so on, where Jesus was whipped and His skin was broken, it was so that we would be healed, that we are healed from every sickness, every disease, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, whichever way, we are healed, and when I think about that, when I think about the fact that every curse is broken over our lives because of that, it tells me that communion is so important for us to take and for us to do, because he said to us, take it as often as we can and do it in remembrance of Him. But sometimes we take it so lightly that, okay, there's once for the month that the church usually takes communion, and so this is a religious partaking. For most part, many people just do it as a religious partaking. But are we really discerning what this means when we take this communion? Because you can even take communion in your own home. It doesn't have to be once a month, because it is a memory, it's a reminder to you of what Christ has done for you, and it kind of yields your spirit to be more humble to His will and to His way, because you know that if He would go to these lengths to save your soul, to save your life, then He must really, really love you. And so it is a thing that causes you to just want to draw nearer to Him. You know what I mean? So take this nugget today and go out into the world and live a transformed life.